Now, Mrs. C, we'll have you off and into that maternity hospital before you can say Jack Robin.
Oh, gosh, Helen, you haven't started, have you? It isn't the baby. Well, it certainly feels like it, Chris. Oh, crumbs. Oh, gosh, now, look, just keep calm. Suitcase, you need a suitcase. Chris, I am calm, and I've got a suitcase. Got a suitcase? It's been ready packed in the wardrobe for a week. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, look at that.
Oh, heavens, Mr. Cockle, you're dripping paint on the kitchen floor.
Yeah, I know.
Here we are, Mum.
Rosie, mind the...
Oh, Daddy.
Rosie, now look.
Oh, heavens bless us.
I've got a suitcase, and you... Wow! Oh, Robin.
Mr. C.
Daddy. Helen, are you all right? Mum.
Oh, Mrs. C, whatever is it?
It's all of you. I've never seen such a panic.
Right. Well, that's it. Now, Mr. C, you give me that paintbrush and get the car started.
Yes, right.
Robin, you take the suitcase and put it on the back seat.
Right, Gran.
Now, you get some kitchen paper, Rosie, and wipe the floor.
Yes, Gran.
And as for you, Mrs. C, you're off to that there maternity hospital right now.
Yes, Gran. I think I'd better. How long have they been gone now, Gran?
Oh, bless us, Robin, that's the 14th time you've asked that in 20 minutes. It's, half an hour.
Oh, will Mummy have had the baby yet?
Good heavens, no, Rosie. It could be tomorrow before it's born.
Tomorrow? Oh, crumbs.
Look, why don't you go and play outside?
I don't want to play. No, don't feel like it. Hey, I know, though.
What?
We could go and tell Mr. Ship about the baby.
Oh, yeah, and Mr. Fingal.
Yeah, can we, Gran?
Oh, well, I suppose so. But don't drive the poor fellas mad.
No, Gran.
And don't go where I can't call you.
No, Gran. Right, Gran.
Come on, Robin.
Yeah, bye, Gran.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Hello, Ben Gunn. Mummy's going to have a baby.
Ah! I don't think it cares, Rosie.
No. Hey, listen, it's Fury. Oh, let's go and tell him, too. Yeah, great. Hello, Fury. Hello. Oh, Fury, Mummy's gone to have a baby.
What's that?
Oh, wow. Mr. Fingal, you gave us an awful fright.
Ah, well, sure, and I'm sorry. But what was that about the baby?
Mummy's gone to hospital to have it. Yeah, it might be born now.
Ah, but the stones have knocked McGinty, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's right, old fella. There'll soon be a gossoon in the old guest house.
Will there, Mr. Fingal?
Well, of course there will.
Is that for the baby to sleep in?
For the... why, it is the baby. A gossoon is what we call a baby in Ireland.
A gossoon? Oh, that's nice.
Well, now, if there's going to be another cockle any minute now, there's something I have to do.
Oh, what, Mr. Fingal?
Ah, well, no, that'd be telling. But I'll have to go down to the village.
Oh.
Listen, have you told Mr. Ship about the little one yet?
Oh, no, we haven't. Come on, Rosie, let's go and find him. Yeah, bye, Mr. Fingal. Bye.
Goodbye to the both of you. Bye.
Mr. Ship. Hello, Mr. Ship. Hello.
Tain't no use of calling him. He ain't in.
Hey?
Hello, you two. You sounds all excited today.
Yeah, we are, Mr. Ship. It's Mummy. It's the baby. She's gone to hospital. It's being born.
Whoa. Slow engines, slow engines. Here, are you telling me as your mum's had the baby?
Gone to have it, Mr. Ship.
Bless my barnacles. That's wonderful news. Oh, by the great Sargasso Sea. No wonder you're excited.
Yeah, and we're hoping that...
Here, jumping jellyfish, I must get off.
Get off, Mr. Ship.
I'll have to go down to the village.
That's what Mr. Fink...
Sorry about this. Must get some money. I'll see you later, eh?
Yeah, well... Yeah, all right, Mr. Ship. Bye.
Bye-bye. Now then.
Well, we might as well go home. Yeah, come on then.
Robin and Rosie hadn't been home long and were just having a biscuit and a glass of orange cordial and ginger beer each when...
Woohoo! Now then, Maybe it's news about the baby. Top of the morning, Mrs. Rosie. Why, Mr. Fingal, come in. Very kind. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Fingal.
Hello, the both of you. I've just brought a little something for your mother, for Mrs. Cockle. Flowers. Oh, lovely. Could I ask you to take him to the hospital with you? Oh, I will and all. Wow, that's... Oh, now then, maybe this is someone about the baby, eh? Oh.
Hello, Mrs. Rowdy.
Why, bless us, it's Mr. Ship. Come in.
Thank ye.
Hello, Mr. Ship.
Hello, you two. Well, now, I just brought a little something for... hello, Mr. Fingal. What are you doing here?
Same as you, I shouldn't wonder. Would you by any chance have brought a bunch of
Flowers.
snap? Oh, well, that's lovely.
Oh, yes, Mummy loves flowers. She'll be ever so...
Oh, now then, this has to be news of the baby.
Hello, Mummy.
Mum.
Why,
Mrs.
Mrs. Cockle.
Cockle.
Oh, Mummy, where is it?
Yeah, where?
Where's what?
The baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. False alarm.
Oh.
Yes, apparently the baby's not quite ready yet. Hey, what are you all doing here?
Well, we came like...
Well, we just popped in, don't you know, to bring some, flowers.
Oh, Mr. Ship, Mr. Fingal, you are nice.
Sure.
Wow.
It wasn't nothing.
Well, I think you'll have to give him back now, Mum.
Oh, no.
Not at all. Not at all. Sure, and you'll have 'em all ready for when the baby is born.
That's right.
Well, thank you. Well, now, back to normal.
Quite right. Here, is anybody hungry?
Oh, we are.
We're starving. Well, then, we'll all have something to eat. And so, in that crowded little kitchen, bright with flowers, they all sat down to lunch.
Was quiet in Nugget Wood, and Filbert Frog was sitting on his favourite lily pad, enjoying the warm sun. He was just about to close his eyes when a huge, hairy foot passed by through the undergrowth.
Oh, a monster in Nugget Wood. Oh dear, I'd better warn the others.
As quick as he could, the frog set off to find his pals. He tore through the woods, and it wasn't long before he ran into Tiffany Tortoise, who was out on her new roller skates. After they had picked themselves up, Tiffany asked why Filbert was in such a hurry.
A monster!
Filbert cried, just as Herbert Hedgehog arrived with Willy Worm. I am not a monster, Herbert said.
He's a hedgehog, you silly frog.
Willy informed. Filbert shook his head and told his friends about the real monster that he had seen earlier on.
We must stop it before it destroys the wood.
It didn't take more than 3 or 4 hours to persuade them to help him find the beast. And so later that day, they all set off on a monster hunting expedition. Filbert carved the way through the dense undergrowth, with his pals following not far behind.
It's the monster,
said Filbert. Bravely, they advanced towards the sound. And then, with a heroic cry, they dived into the bush. There was a lot of noise and confusion before Filbert realized that they had accidentally caught Bertie Bird, who was looking for sticks so that he could build a new nest. Bertie did not look very happy, but Filbert apologized, and it wasn't long before he and his friends were back on the monster's trail. Cautiously, they crept through the undergrowth, not daring to make a sound in case the dreaded beast saw them and ate them up. They all hid behind a bush and carefully peeped through the leaves. There, banging his chest and growling fiercely, was a giant ape. It stamped on the ground, making all of the trees shake. It was a most horrifying sight.
Oh dear,
Filbert said.
we must stop it.
Stop it? Asked Tiffany Tortoise.
But how? I shall have to think about that.
Filbert replied. Half an hour later, he had finally come up with a plan.
Tiffany, I need to borrow your roller skates.
He announced.
What are you going to do?
Asked the tortoise, handing Filbert the skates.
Stand back,
said the frog. Filbert rolled the skates through the grass and underneath the giant ape's feet. The monster stepped onto them and with a mighty roar fell backwards, landing on the ground and smashing into hundreds of pieces. Filbert's friends were astonished, and they were about to congratulate him when an angry film director came running up, waving his megaphone. "You've just ruined our shot, you silly frog!" he shouted. He was very cross. "We're making a film called Attack of the Giant Gorilla, and now you've destroyed the star. What, pray tell, are you going to do about it?" Filbert Frog turned to his friends and saw them running away through the trees. He was all alone.
Oh dear.
He gulped.
Well, that's the last time I go hunting.
Filbert later muttered to himself as he stomped over the model village in front of the movie cameras. Then he gave the film director his best roar.
Whoa!
Somehow, it just didn't have the same effect.
Filbert the Frog. Tiny TCC.
Who has the longest, most beautiful hair? Jewel hair mermaid Barbie. It's her longest hair ever. Brush her hair down and down. Style it high, twist it around. Friends with stars everywhere. Jewel hair mermaid Barbie. With her longest, most beautiful hair. Baby wild animals, tumbling and toddling, wiggling and waddling. Baby wild animals, better than a zoo, because they all belong to you. Adorable and adorable, collectible and swappable, for caring and for sharing, for fitting everywhere. They're cuddly and lovable, they're wild baby huggable, they're full of baby fun, and you'll love everyone, because they all belong to you. Your baby wild animals. With fashion designer, make Barbie clothes in your PC. What do you want to make? A party dress! You're the fashion designer, it's completely up to you. You design what you want. A whole outfit! Then print it out on your fabric. Let's decorate it! It really is fabric! Make your clothes for Barbie. Fashion designer CD.
Disney's Toy Story is one gift that'll be enjoyed long after Christmas. With so much magic, no wonder a child will choose to watch Disney's Toy Story time and time again. Look out! Disney's Toy Story, one Christmas present they'll want to open again and again.
Clearasil helps keep my spots under control.
But you're not spotty.
That's because I use Clearasil every day. Clearasil face wash helps stop spots every day.
Tiny TCC.
If there's trouble down in Muddy's town, you know who you should call. There's a cool reptile with crocodile style who's always on the ball. Christopher, the crocodile.
Strange bangs, thumps, crashes and squeaks were coming from Christopher Crocodile's garage. Christopher was working hard on a new secret invention. Everybody wondered what it was. Suddenly, Alex ran up to the garage door shouting, "Christopher! Christopher, come quick! Our cat's fallen fallen down the well. We can't get him out. Christopher quickly dropped what he was doing and hurried down the hill with Alex. At the well, the fireman and Jane were waiting. My rope wasn't long enough, said the fireman. Oh, custard! It's very deep. Christopher tried to see where the cat was. Hello! I know what to do, said Christopher. My new invention will be perfect for a job like this. So they all went up the hill to see what Christopher's new invention was. Well, what do you think of that then? Alex and Jane were puzzled. It looks like a big balloon, said Alex. I think it's a rocket, said Jane. It's definitely a boiler, I think. You're all wrong. It's a time machine. Come inside and have a look. It's quite simple, really. It goes so fast that you arrive before you left. How will this help us to save the cat? Easy! When did the cat fall down the well? About 15 minutes ago, said Alex and Jane. Right. Well, I'll set the time machine to arrive 30 minutes ago, and then I can stop the cat from falling in. Simple, see? They all pulled the heavy time machine out of Christopher's garage. Alex and Jane wondered how anything this heavy could go as fast as Christopher said it would. Christopher got inside and started the engines. I think some of these controls need a bit more work, said Christopher. It wasn't long before he managed to get the time machine under control, and it was flying smoothly. That was hard work. I like time machines. It's always time for a snack. As the time machine picked up speed, Christopher swallowed a large plate of cold custard and peanut butter. Scrumptious! It's taking rather a long time to go back half an hour. I think I'll have 40 winks until we get there. It wasn't long before the time machine landed. Christopher woke up, looked out of the window and saw that he had landed by the well. Let's see if my invention has worked, he said. If I have gone back in time, the cat won't have fallen down the well yet. Christopher peered into the well. There was no sign of the cat. It must have worked then, said Christopher, who was very pleased with himself. He looked around to see if the cat was anywhere near the well yet. There was no sign of it. Nothing can fall down here now. He waited for the cat to arrive. Suddenly, Alex and Jane appeared with their cat. Where have you been, Christopher? After you left this morning, some workmen got our cat out with a long rope. This morning? Said Christopher. And then he realized that his time machine hadn't been fast at all, and he'd arrived long after the cat had been rescued. Oh, Croc's teeth! My time machine needs a lot more work. So, with Alex and Jane's help, he pushed the machine back up to his garage. Lucky I've got lots of cold custard in. This job might take rather a long time.
This planet Earth, where we live, is a pleasant, self-contained sort of place. It has around it a blanket of air and clouds, and this protects it from the many strange objects that are whizzing swiftly about in space. Other creatures on less well-protected planets are not so lucky. They have to watch out for these objects and keep out of their way. Except, of course, some creatures, like the clangers and the iron chicken, who actually spend their time collecting them. The iron chicken particularly is a great collector. She is always out combing through space like a celestial old iron bird. Well, no, today she is teaching her newly hatched chick to fly. Very good. Very good for a first try. And down it comes. Ooh! Well, of course it is made of iron. Small Clanger has heard something. Something in the sky. They must send an expedition. Tiny Clanger must fetch the telescope. And the other Clangers must fetch the music boat. There it is now. What is it? Ah, they'll be able to see it through the telescope. Yes, that's something to collect. Perhaps more than one thing. The iron chicken is in charge of the expedition. The clangers will swing to the left, and chickens will sweep to the right. She can see it. Yes, let Major Clanger have a look. There's one piece of it, and here comes the baby chick. She's got it, and down she goes. And down comes Small Clanger with quite an enormous piece of whatever it is. What an extraordinary looking thing. Yes, it fits onto the rest of it. There it is, beautiful. Yes, beautiful, but what's it for? Well, she doesn't know. There's a handle at the back. Look at that! Cool. That seems to be a sort of recording machine. The noise is recorded in the bubble and comes out when it's popped. Ah, now it's Major Clanger's turn. I know that poem. That's If. Oh yes, here comes the soup dragon. What's going on? Nobody speaks to her. Hello, Soup Dragon, says the bubble. Come on, everybody. Soup time. Now, what's Tiny Clanger doing? Ah, yes, a bubble of music for Mother Clanger. What a nice present, but now it's soup time. Soup for the Aunt Chicken? No, it's her favourite, assorted nuts and bolts. Delicious. Her chick? Yes. Where's the chick? The chick, where is it? That's right, it was outside. They must find it. That's its voice. It must be in the machine. There it is, in one of the bubbles. And down it comes, the bad chick. I hope it's all right. Yes, it's all right, but very, very naughty. And it's going straight home to bed. Goodbye, chickens. Safe journey home.
Tiny TCC.
Jolly jump, jolly jump. Got a funny way of walking and a wacky way of talking. Jolly jump, jolly jump. Oh, jolly jump, jolly jump, jolly jump, jolly jump. He can get you out of trouble. He can teach you how to juggle. That's jolly jump, jolly jump. Yeah, jolly jump, jolly jump. He rode a boat to sea to do some sleeping and some fishing. When he awoke, he saw an island. Was he dreaming or just wishing? Jolly jump, jolly jump. Got a funny way of walking and a wacky way of talking. Jolly jump, jolly jump. Oh, jolly jump, jolly jump, jolly jump, jolly jump, jolly jump.
Well, here we are again, ready for another day of beach combing. And of course I've parked in the same place as usual. Nice familiar weather, I see. Now I wonder what I'll find. Probably the same kinds of things I usually find. It would be nice if something different happened for a change. Something out of the ordinary. It's just like the one I found yesterday. And I'll probably find another one like it tomorrow. I have to say, it would be nice to come across something unexpected like, but it won't. So, sit on the rocks as usual. Wait a minute. That's not a rock. Well, what do you know? I've never seen anything like that before. I wonder what it is.
Trader Jones!
Here, Charlie. I'm over here.
Trader Jones looks pretty busy. Maybe I can help.
No, I haven't got the faintest idea.
Me neither. What haven't we got the faintest idea about?
About what's in that package.
Oh, well, that's easy. Why don't we open it?
You know, Charlie, for a clown, you're extremely clever. It's a cookery book. I've never found anything like this before.
Delicious. And what about that one?
Look at that. You know what, Charlie? This gives me an idea. We're going to do something different here on Merry Twit. We're going to have a feast.
Really?
And I'm going to do all the cooking. Come on.
We've never had a feast on Merry Twit. This should be fun.
This is going to be delicious. A taste sensation. Now, let's see. Put a large clove of garlic in a bowl. I don't have any garlic, but I'm sure a bit of banana will do just fine. Best peel it first, and then pop it into the saucepan. Now add 4 ounces of chopped mushrooms. No mushrooms, but a sliced banana will do the trick.
Ahoy! Trader Jones! Charlie tells us A, you found a cookery book, and B, you're preparing a feast.
It'll be so nice to have a change from bananas.
Is there anything we can do to help?
No, thank you, Captain Mildred. There's nothing you and Mary can do in here. I'm doing the cooking, and it's all under control.
Are you quite certain?
Absolutely. Thank you all the same.
I just love feasts. The last one I went to was when Cinderella married the prince, and there were beautiful decorations all over the place.
Mary, A, that's a brilliant idea, and B, it's something we can do.
What?
The decorations. Trader? Trader?
Any more interruptions and I'll never get this feast cooked.
How about if Mary and I decorate the place a little? You can't have a feast without decorations. A few streamers here. B, a couple of balloons there.
All right. But don't do anything too fancy. I don't want everyone to get so excited about the decorations they forget about the food.
Roger, over and out.
Wait, pardon me. Overside, Louis T. Duck coming through. I hear you're cooking a feast. I'd like you to know that I do a simply scrumptious pudding. I call it Duck's Delight.
Sorry, Louis, but I found the book, so I'm doing all the cooking.
Oh.
But why don't you do the invitations? A feast like this ought to have proper invitations, don't you think?
Absolutely. I'll get on it right away.
Now, let's hope I can make this delicious feast in peace.
Let's put this red one up first. Yes, that should make the place look cheerful. How are the invitations coming, Louis?
These are going to be top-quality invitations. Don't you worry, Captain Mildred.
Since Trader Jones is so kindly cooking us a wonderful feast, the least we can do is help. The streamers look very nice. Now, how about some balloons?
Hello, everybody.
Here comes Arnold.
I heard we're having a feast. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Something to eat that isn't bananas. Is there anything I can do?
Yes, Arnold. A, you can put up the table, and B, you can help me lay it.
Aye, aye, Captain Mildred. Where should I put it?
Put it right about... Ooh, right there.
It will be up in a jiffy. Silly thing.
Here, Arnold. You want some help?
Oh, thank you, Charlie.
Finish the invitations.
All those people are coming to the feast?
Of course. There's you and me and Arnold and Captain Mildred and Mary and Edward and...
You know something? This table will never be big enough for all those guests.
Oh, no. Now what are we going to do?
Watch. Read the label, bigger table.
Well, look at that.
There. That's better.
Charlie, you never cease to amaze me. Here, have an invitation.
For me? Listen to this. You are invited to the first annual feast on Merritwit. Food by Trader Jones. Entertainment by Louis T. Duck. Entertainment by Louis T. Duck. What does that mean?
It means I'm going to amuse you all with the dance my father taught me when I was a duckling.
Oh, hello, Louis.
Hello, Edward. If you want to see my dance from the beginning, you'll have to come to the feast.
Feast?
Yes. Here's your invitation.
Oh, thank you, Louis. I'll read it after I finish my nap.
Delicious.
Trader Jones? Do you think we could have a progress report, please?
Well, Captain Mildred, the feast is almost ready.
That's excellent, because A, Mary and I have finished decorating.
And B, I've handed out the invitations.
And see, Charlie and I put up the table, and it looks really nice, too.
And D, we're hungry.
Perfect. The feast is ready.
Oh, goody.
If you'll all go and sit down, I will bring out the food.
Captain Mildred, allow me.
Oh, thank you, Charlie.
I think I'll sit here.
Arnold!
Oh, sorry. I'll sit somewhere else.
It sounds like a delicious feast. We'll be here any minute.
Are you ready? Here it comes.
Where are the napkins?
Hungry.
This is vegetables and pine nuts, flavoured with a hint of tarragon and baked in a pastry shell.
Ah, eat first.
Wow!
And this is deep-fried cheese, delicately garnished with raw carrots and a light mustard sauce.
Oh, Trader, you're a first-class chef. This is going to be good.
And this is my tour de force. Peach and apple cream whirl a la mode with melted white chocolate.
Come on, let's start.
Oh, Trader, it looks too good to eat.
But it tastes too good to look at.
I think I'll try a bit of this vegetable and pine nut thing. Tastes just like bananas.
Well, I've got some of the fried cheese, and it tastes like... It tastes like bananas, too.
Oh, dear, you've noticed.
But there's always the dessert. Peaches and apple, you say? Well, I say bananas. With maybe a hint of coconut?
But we always have bananas and coconut. I thought this feast was going to be different.
So did I, but we always have bananas and coconuts because bananas and coconuts are all we have. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll feed it to the fish. Oh, don't bother about the washing up. I'm the one who made the mess.
Trader, wait. You didn't make a mess.
Oh, yes, I did. I wanted this feast to be something different, but it wasn't. It was bananas and coconuts.
But, Trader, listen. Do we always put up decorations?
No.
Do we always sit together around a big table?
No.
Do we always send out invitations?
No.
That's right. This feast was different. And it was all because of you.
Well, I have to admit, I had a really good time today. I like doing something different for a change.
So do we.
Now can we eat? I'm starving.
Oh no, the food. I dumped it into the fish barrel.
Never mind. I think I might be able to help. Abracadabra. Something to eat. Sandwiches, anyone?
Yes, please.
What kind are they?
Banana, of course.
Jolly Joe, Jolly Joe. Got a funny way of walking and a wacky way of talking. Jolly Joe, Jolly Joe. Oh, Jolly Joe, Jolly Joe. Landed on an island, now he's living in the jungle. Everybody comes around to see him clown and watch him tumble.
TCC.
हेलो मैं ललिता अहमद हूँ बर्मिंघम केबल की
Stories to the Dino Baby clan. Dino babies make believe they could be anyone. Dino babies having fun. Franklin's shy while Stanley thinks he can do anything. And baby brother Marshall tries to get into the game. Dak the pterodactyl baby flies through in a whirl. Dak is making trouble in the Dino baby's world. Dino babies on the run, run, run. Dino babies on the run. Maria, Dino baby girl, likes to talk it out. She helps Truman with his stories, which puts Truman in a pout. Dino babies run beneath the prehistoric sun. Dino babies having
Stanley, why are you looking for rocks inside of other rocks?
'Cause sometimes that's where you find the best ones.
But there's rocks over there.
Too easy. You have to work hard to find the good ones.
I'm gonna do it the easy way. This one's twinkly. This one's twinkly sparkly. Ooh, this one's glittery.
Hey, where'd you get that?
In the junk rocks?
Oh. Wow, I've never seen a glittery rock like that. It must be one of a kind.
Here's another one of a kind just like it.
I discovered a new kind of rock. Glitter rocks. Oh, I can't wait to add these to my collection. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, they're so pretty they make your other rocks look boring.
You're right. I wish all my rocks were glitter rocks.
Can I have them?
Sure.
You shouldn't throw all your other rocks away, Stanley. These are pretty too.
Nothing's as pretty as glitter rocks. I want more of them. More, more, more!
Hey, Stanley, you just gave me an idea for a story.
What kind of story?
About a dino guy who had magical powers to turn everything into glitter rocks.
Oh, tell me, tell me, tell me!
This story is about a king named Midas who lived in a really swell palace. He loved everything that was made of glitter rock, but he called it gold.
Your Highness, to shovel royal dirt, I bring you a gold digger.
Oh, thanks. Wow, this is so nice. Well, I'll let you bring me another gift tomorrow, okay? Next!
Mighty King Midas, I bring you a gold plaque. On it is the golden rule.
He who has the gold makes the rules. Really nice. Well, you can bring me 2 more gifts tomorrow. Next!
My king, I give you a goldfish.
Really nice try. Next!
Yep, King Midas loved gold. He couldn't get enough of it. And when he went to the dentist to have a cavity fixed, only gold fillings would do. But all these gold things weren't enough. King Midas wanted more, more, more!
I want more, more, more!
I just said that.
Oh, sorry.
So how did he get more gold? He sent for the royal golden retrievers.
You clap your greediness.
Go out and find all the gold in the world and bring it back here by tomorrow.
No, is that all? Anything else you need while I'm out?
Yeah, pick me up some king-size fries at the Golden Arches. Oh, while you're at it, bring back the Golden Arches.
But the golden retrievers couldn't find any more gold.
Well, why not?
Because King Midas already had all the gold in the whole kingdom.
Your royal selfishness. I couldn't find any gold for you.
Oh, what's in the sack, my fries?
No, something better. Even better than gold itself.
Better than gold? Well, this better be good. Well, what's this? A fairy having a bad hair day?
No, not just any fairy. She's a fairy gold mother. She can give you all the gold you want.
So you're the guy who's hogging all the gold. You take it faster than I can make it.
Well, grant me a wish and I won't take any more of your gold.
Promise?
What did he wish for? More gold?
Not exactly.
I know. The king wished he could be a goose that laid golden eggs.
I did?
Marshall, where do you come up with these things? Kings can't lay eggs.
Says who? It's my story. Anyway, one day a giant came and took the goose. And it climbed up a beanstalk into the clouds where it lived.
That's the silliest story I've ever heard, Marshall. Besides, haven't we heard this one before?
Yeah, it's one of my stories. I don't think it's silly at all.
Let me tell you what happens. The king wished for the fairy gold mother to spin straw into gold, so he could wear gold clothes. The poor fairy gold mother spun and spun and spun straw into gold day after day after day. The king wore a lot of clothes.
Then what happened?
One day, a weird little troll showed up.
What'd he want?
He said he'd let her go, but she had to do something first.
If you can guess my name, I'll get you out of here.
Deal. Let's see, is it Fred? Bill? Rumpelstiltskin?
What kind of name is that?
How about Bob?
Bingo!
La Brea? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, that's too silly.
May I have my story back now? Oh, okay.
I guess Stella Franklin hasn't ruined it yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, King Midas made a wish and asked the fairy gold mother to make it come true.
I wish that everything I touch turns into gold.
Have you thought this one through? You might be sorry.
Well, what's the thing about? I love gold. Ready when you are.
Okay, but I feel an I told you so coming on.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh, it works! Oh, thank you, Fairy Goldmother. You're the best.
No, don't thank me. And don't touch me. Enjoy your curse.
Oh, gee, I wonder what she meant by curse.
What did the fairy Goldmother mean, Truman? Well, at first, King Midas thought it was really neat turning things into gold.
I've got the golden touch and I love it so much. I want more, 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 more. Rich as can be, laughing with glee. I have what I've been looking for.
But soon, he found out that his wish really was a curse.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Spot. I guess I better be careful with this wish. Ouch! Ah, my new gold filling. Huh? Oh, I'm thirsty. No! Where's the off switch?
And the curse just kept on going and going and going. Worst of all, King Midas didn't have anybody to talk to. He turned all the people in the palace into gold, too.
Your move.
King Midas learned that silence is not golden.
What did he do?
Well, one day, the fairy Goldmother came back to see how things turned out.
Just as I expected. Ha 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 ha. I told you so.
But he turned her into gold, too.
Wait a minute, Truman. Now there's no one to reverse the spell.
No!
Gee, you're right.
Need a goose to lay golden eggs?
I'll think of something.
I could bring Bob the troll back.
No, I'll think of something. Oh, I got it. King Midas went to a meeting of other people who had curses.
And that's what the mean fairy did to me.
I know just how you feel. I asked the fairy to give me the power to turn everything into my favorite food, ice cream. See, now I've put on 20 pounds and everybody calls me the Dairy Queen. Good batch.
I asked a fairy to let me turn everything into my favorite food, hamburgers. Watch. I've put on 30 pounds, and everybody calls me the Burger King.
The fairy was mean to me, too. I touch stuff, and it turns back to what it was. See this cheese? See this paper?
Hey, you could come in handy. Hey, touch this.
Hey, is it just me or is it cold in here?
Oh, I have an idea. Don't go away.
King Midas ran all the way back to the palace to get the fairy Goldmother. He thought of a way to get rid of his curse.
Do me a favor, touch this fairy.
You I like. You I don't.
Oh, please, Fairy Goldmother, take away this curse. I've learned my lesson, really.
What lesson?
That I should whisper 3 wishes next time? That my wish should have a time limit?
Nice try. I'll be going.
Oh, no, wait. That I was greedy and that's bad?
Bingo! Next time, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
And every dino was glad to be uncursed.
Ah, gee, good story, Truman. I think I learned a lesson, too.
Really? What?
Well, too much of a good thing isn't so good. And if all my rocks are glitter rocks, well, they won't be so special.
Here, you can have them back, Stanley.
Ah, thanks.
Riley TCC!
Take Babe home with you this Christmas.
Looks like fun.
Send for a cuddly Babe when you buy the video now.
Only Lenore's softness feels this good against your skin. Everybody feels good in Lenore.
Drizzling rain and winter wind can be particularly harsh on young children's skin. So does your washing powder leave your family's clothes as soft as you'd like? Most non-bios leave things fairly soft. Only Fairy gets them very soft, and so white. For softness the whole family will love. Fairy, not just fairly soft, but very soft next to skin.
Tiny TCC.
Something's coming! Something bad is coming! We've got to get out of here.
What frightened you this time, Franklin?
Oh, the birds are flying away. The birds are scared. Oh, something bad is coming this way.
Oh,
I'm getting out before it gets here.
faster, Franklin!
Hey, calm down, Franklin. The birds aren't scared.
Yeah, they're just flying south for the winter.
You mean nothing scary's gonna happen? Let me tell you a story about flying south for the winter. Okay. This is a story about a bird that was supposed to fly south for the winter, but didn't. Chilly time was coming. The birds could tell because the leaves on the trees were turning pretty colors.
Man, are my wings tired. We've been flying all day.
Well, why don't we stop here for the night? This looks like a nice place.
Well, let's try it. Sorry, first dibs.
Sorry, no vacancy.
You're touching my feet!
Whose wing is in my eye?
One of the birds couldn't find a spot to sleep for the night. The other birds took all the best places. The only place he could find was underneath a big statue.
Oh, this gold is cold. Oh, I'll never get any sleep tonight. Oh, it's hard, too. Oh, well, it could be worse. Okay, it's worse. It's raining. Hey, what are the clouds? Oh, great. I'm sleeping under a fountain. There's got to be a shut-off valve around here somewhere.
But the bird wasn't sleeping under a fountain. The statue was crying.
Why?
That's what the bird wanted to know.
Huh? A crying statue? I must be asleep already. Yes, that's it. I'm dreaming.
You're not dreaming. I really am crying, even though they call me the Happy Prince.
Well, you look like the Sappy Prince to me. Why the tears?
Well, I was a prince who lived long, long, long ago in a palace where I played in a garden all day and danced in a great hall at night. I never left my palace because I was so happy there. That's why everyone called me the Happy Prince. And that's why they built this statue of me. But I'm not such a happy prince anymore.
Gosh, I'd be happy if they made a gold statue in my honor. What's the problem?
Now I can see over the entire city, and I know that not everybody lives a life as happy as I did.
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm not very happy if I don't get any sleep.
Look at the far edge of the village. I see a sad home.
The brown and purple one? What were they thinking? I mean, yuck, those colors don't work.
No, the one next door. That poor Dino Baby boy is sick with a cold and fever. His mother is too poor to buy oranges to make him well.
Oh, gee, I wish there was something we could do.
There is. Pluck the diamond from my crown and take it to them. They'll have all the oranges they'll ever need.
Okay. But then I've got to get some sleep. I've got a long flight tomorrow.
And so the bird took the diamond to the poor lady. The bird flapped his wings to help cool the Dino Baby boy's fever while the Dino Mom went out to buy some oranges. When she came back, she bought more than oranges. She bought the whole orchard. Thanks to the Happy Prince, the Dino Baby boy got well, and the Dino Mom wasn't poor anymore.
So did the birdie get to sleep?
And fly south before it got cold out? Well, he did get a good night's sleep, and he was ready to fly off with all his bird friends. But there was a change of plans.
I've been so ready to fly. Thanks ever so much for the sleeping spot.
Thanks for the favor. It made me very happy.
Well, it's good to see you smiling again.
Would you stay and do another favor?
Oh, winter's almost here. I've got to fly with my friends.
But someone else needs our help.
Well, why can't you help them yourself?
I'm a statue. I can't leave this pedestal.
Oh, all right, I'll do it. Just don't go turning into a fountain again.
Over there in that attic, that playwright is too poor to buy firewood. He'll never finish his play if we don't help. Pluck that ruby from my sword. It'll buy the playwright all the firewood he needs.
No! It's stuck! This calls for a professional. Thanks, Woody. This good deed is as good as done. Somebody de-ice the runway!
Are you all right, little starling?
Yes. This is for you.
A lump of coal? Gee, thanks. This is going right into the fireplace.
No, look!
It's just a ruby. I can't burn that.
Hello? Anybody home in there? It's a precious jewel. Buy firewood with it.
Oh, yes, right. Great idea. Thank you. So, the bird did the second good deed, but he still couldn't fly south because it took all day.
Good night's sleep, and I'm out of here. Good night, Prince. Now what? You know, you are the unhappiest happy prince I've ever seen.
Look there. That poor boy is going to bed hungry. And he's lost a tooth, too.
Oh, what am I, a dentist? How can I help?
Pluck some of the gold leaf from my sleeve and take it to him. Put it under his pillow in place of the tooth.
This is the last favor, Prince. I'm out of here in the morning. Gone. Goodbye. Hasta la vista, baby. Great. Now I'm the tooth canary. Oh, aha!
The next morning, the Dino Boy found the gold, and he went off to have a good breakfast. The Happy Prince was so pleased with his good deeds that he asked the bird to do even more.
Well, who else did they help?
Well, lots of people. The prince told the bird to take all of his jewels and gold and give it to every poor dino in the whole kingdom. How can you keep warm on a cold and gloomy day?
What can you do to keep the blues away?
You will start to feel good when you help someone in need.
If you see somebody hungry, that's someone to feed.
Think of what you have that you can give away. And follow it with something good to say. Hey, 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 hey. And that's how you keep warm on a cold and gloomy day.
And after the Happy Prince had given away all his wealth, he was happier than ever before.
Oh, is the bird happy too?
Well, he was sort of happy and sad at the same time. He stayed so long to help the prince. It was too cold to fly south. He was freezing and cold and didn't think he'd ever see another spring. But good deeds make good friends, and everyone the bird had helped him in return. I just can't think of a good name for my play.
How about To Chill a Mockingbird?
That's it! Thanks!
Oh, I like a
story with a happy ending.
Well, there's a bad guy in the story. There was a new prince in town. Everybody called him the selfish prince.
Ew, what a shabby statue. I mean, if a statue isn't beautiful, what good is it? This town needs a good statue. Yes, one of me. With lots of gold and jewels. Yes, that'll make me happy. I'll just put this ugly one where nobody will see it.
The statue of the happy prince was taken back to the palace and turned into a bird bath. Being in his garden again made him happier than ever. And the happy prince and the bird learned that only by sharing can you be truly happy.
Gee, Truman, that story makes me happy and sad. Me too, but more happy than sad.
Well, thanks for the story, Truman. I gotta get going.
Where?
With them. I'm flying south before winter gets here.
Franklin, dinosaurs don't fly south for the winter.
Well, this one is.
Come on, guys, let's go watch. I feel an I told you so opportunity coming my way.
Sounds like trouble. Whatever I did, I didn't do it. Oh, you naughty boy. Whatever I did, I didn't do it. Oh, you naughty boy. Whatever I did, I didn't do it. Oh, you naughty boy. Can nobody stop Dennis? Oh, you naughty boy. Whatever I did, I didn't do it. Oh, you naughty boy. Whatever I did, I didn't do it. Oh, you naughty boy.
Brand new at TCC, Dennis the Menace. Saturday and Sunday at 8:30 and 3. Uh-oh, sounds like trouble.
It's the Smurfs Christmas Party. 17 classic Christmas tunes on one great party album. The Smurfs Christmas Party album. Have a Smurf-tastic Christmas with a Smurfs Christmas Party album. Out now.
Tiny TCC.
Over the clouds and around the world.
Here's the wild side of wildlife.
The Animal Show!
And now let's have a wild welcome for
your furry friends, Stinky and Jay.
Sorry. Hello, all you little animals out there.
I am Stinky.
And I am Jake. And today it is my great honor to be a guest on our show.
You a guest? Whoa, Jake, that is cool.
Well, I thought it'd be fun to show everyone out there how polar bears live.
Beautiful. And who's our other guest?
Well, our other guest is an... Oh, no!
Our other guest is an oh-no? What kind of an animal is an oh-no?
No, Stinky, I mean, oh, no! I forgot to invite another guest. We have to get another animal in here right away. Ollie, Armstrong, you have to get us another guest now.
Right now? But I've got to do that's amazing. Armstrong, you'll have to do it.
What? Do I have to?
Yes!
All right, but I'm coming back with the first animal I find.
That'll be fine, Armstrong.
Yeah, see if you can find an oh-no. I've always wanted to meet one of them.
We'll be back with some kind of an animal right after this.
And now it's time for That's Amazing! Today, the case of the green bear. Polar bears have hollow fur. Each hair on their thick white coat is hollow. This helps keep them warm. But in captivity, tiny green sea creatures called algae sometimes live inside those hollow hairs, and the polar bear turns green. The green polar bear, another animal that will make you say...
That's amazing!
Boy, so that's why you turn green sometimes. I always thought it was what you had for lunch.
And now it is time to introduce our first guest. We hope.
Oh, look, there's Armstrong. Any luck finding a guest?
Yeah, she's right behind me here. Right, I'll tell you the things I do for this show.
Well then, it is with great pleasure.
And more than a little surprise.
That we introduce our first guest. All the way from back over there.
Back over there?
Is,
a raccoon?
A raccoon? Listen to the little stinker. Well, I never.
Oh, I beg your pardon, ma'am. I'm Jake, and this is Stinky, and you are Ms.
Ms. Randy the Raccoon, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Well, why are you wearing that mask? Who are you really?
Stinky, that's not a mask.
I'm a raccoon, Smelly Dearest. This is the way we look. Skunks stink, polar bears turn green, and raccoons have these masks. Watch.
Well, what's that raccoon doing there?
Prowling around. We raccoons are experts at looking around for stuff.
Oh, what kind of stuff?
What else? Food.
Well, what do raccoons eat?
Hey, almost anything. You know, fruits, plants, reptiles, frogs, leftovers. You name it, we'll eat it.
Well, the raccoon is certainly a very adaptable animal.
Yeah. What does adaptable mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, it just means that you raccoons can live in almost any habitat, from the semi-desert to the swamp to the back alley.
Oh, I knew that. Oh, look, that raccoon found some food. Hey, say, do you mind if I nibble on your plants and go through your trash after the show?
Well, sure. What are friends for?
Perhaps we should talk about raccoon cubs.
Why?
Because that's what these next pictures are of. A raccoon cub and mother.
Oh.
It's my niece Sloane and her mom. She looks just like her mother.
Well, what's she doing?
Giving her a bath.
Whoa, look at that. It's a human habitat.
Yes, I believe that people call that a backyard. Now, what exactly are those raccoons doing there?
What else? Looking for food.
Well, it looks like they found it.
Yes, they have. But you just don't go barging into a trash can, you know. You've got to crawl around it.
And then what do?
Sniff a little bit, then you climb up and get a good grip.
And after all that, what do those raccoons find?
Nothing but a camera taking their picture.
Oh.
Even raccoons can't eat cameras. Oh, well.
You raccoons seem very comfortable around humans.
Oh, we avoid people if we see them. But we do enjoy the food they leave around.
Ooh, where are you going?
This is an inside job.
Inside where?
Inside a house.
Inside a house? You go inside a human house? Are you crazy? There could be people in there.
Smelly, relax. That raccoon is just going in to have a look at the nice red rug and to see if there's any food around.
Oh, well, thank you for filling in as our guest, Rhonda.
Yeah, and thanks for telling us all about raccoons.
Yeah.
You guys are cool.
Hey, so are you, Smelly.
Stinky.
That too.
Well, are you ready for some more raccoons?
Oh, sure, if they get my name right.
Well, what a coincidence. Here they are on Baby Talk.
All right, everybody. Mom says we gotta practice getting our own food.
What, like sticking our noses in garbage cans?
Hey, so you be the garbage can and I'll Russie open. Okay? Hey, that's not fair, you're moving. Garbage cans don't move.
Well, this one does.
Guys, come on. Look, I think maybe we got this all wrong. I think what Mom means is we should practice catching live food.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Rodney should pretend you're a mouse or something, right?
A mouse? Oh, I'd rather be a mouse than a garbage can. At least a mouse can move. I'm a mouse and you can't get me.
I got you, mouse. I'm the best mouse.
Oh, yeah? Let me show you this. Watch this. There's a hold for you.
Hey, you guys over there want a mouse wrestle?
Help me in, too.
I gotcha.
Mouse wrestling? You guys must be nuts.
Hey, Jake, have you ever mouse wrestled?
Can't say that I have.
Oh, come on, let's do it. Let's mouse wrestle.
And now let's take a trip into town and go playing in the city. Stinky, will you stop that?
The street is hot, the stakes are high. You say I'm crazy when I go by, but I'm the only one who does what I do. Making music with a message to you. Playing in the city, singing in the streets. Hey, you little critic.
street.
Hey, Jake, have you ever been into town like those animals?
Well, we polar bears try to avoid places like that. We sort of stand out in the crowd.
Tizzy's here.
Hey, Tizzy, you aren't here to give us a quiz, are you?
How did you know?
Lucky guess.
But can you guess the answer to this quiz? The question is, which of these animals does not live around humans? A shark, a raccoon, a cockroach, or a fox? Give it a think. I'll be back in a moment.
Raccoon?
I don't think
so. No. Roach, shark. I bet it's a shark.
Have you been busy?
Oh, we can't even make a lucky guess at this one.
Yeah, let us hear the question again, Tim.
Yeah, let's have the question
Here
again.
it is. The question, which of these animals does not live around humans? The answer is the shark. These other animals all get some of their food from what humans throw away, but the shark gets its food from the sea. Leave it. So, why would a fox want to come into town? For the food. And in places where foxes are hunted, they might feel safer in the city. Some foxes like it so much in town that they live there all the time. They even raise their young and set up a home under a shed or in some other hidden spot where they won't be found. Then, when it gets dark, the fox comes around looking for food. Raccoons also like to live around humans, mostly because it's easier to get food from a garbage can or from a human than it is to hunt for it. What's garbage to human animals is dinner to raccoons. Cockroaches live almost everywhere. They have done a very good job of learning to live in habitats made by humans. Believe it, 'cause it's true.
And now, Yves Saint Laroche is going to show us how to cook with garbage.
Gee, I think everything he cooks...
Don't you dare say it, you little stinker.
Here's Eve.
Ah, oui, Momo. Oh, oui. Yes, I am brushing my teeth, Momo. Oui. Oh! I will call you later, Momo. Bonjour, bonjour. You know, some animals say to me, Eve, they say, what do I serve a raccoon when he comes over for dinner? And I say, garbage. Oui. But I have always wondered, do raccoons really like to eat garbage? Or would they rather have a delicious Yves Saint Laroche meal? To answer this, I have made a casserole Laroche. Boom, 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 boom. And now, I would like to introduce my dear friend, Rhonda the raccoon. Welcome, Rhonda. Now, Rhonda is going to sample this Laroche meal. Rhonda, my sweet, bon appetit.
Oh, this looks delicious. Oh, this is delicious, Eve. But we should get rid of that stuff. It smells awful. Ugh.
Ah, well, bon appetit. And remember, one man's garbage is another raccoon's meal. Hey, move over. Let me try some of that.
Get your own garbage. This is mine.
This is my garbage.
Thank you, Eve and Rhonda.
The latest news in softness.
In the nursery where I work, the babies will always choose something soft to snuggle up to. My Declan's just the same. He loves anything soft against his skin. And because he wears his nappy 24 hours a day, it ought to be soft too.
Introducing Pampers Premiums with new Soft System, wrapping baby in softness, inside and out.
Outside it's got a new waterproof cover that feels like cotton. And inside it's got a lovely soft stretchy waistband. Like all Pampers, it keeps his skin dry. If Declan could choose, he'd go for softness every time.
New Pampers Premiums with Soft System, the softest Pampers for drier, happier babies.
You can twist and you can jump. You can march and you can shake. Keep it moving with Barney. Later today at 12 during Tiny TCC. It's party time.
And now it is time to introduce my good friend Jake.
Can I come out now?
No, not yet. I'm not done with your introduction.
Oh.
Jake and I go way, way back.
let's talk about our early years. In the beginning...
I'm coming out now.
He is always in such a hurry.
Now!
All right. Here he is from the Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle? Jake, the polar bear! Hey!
Hello again. Hi there, it's me. Now, let's get right to picture. Roll film.
I'm so proud of you.
Now, we'll start out with some pictures when I was little. That's my dear mother and my brother Tin Below walking across our home in the Arctic Circle.
Ooh, don't you guys ever shovel the snow?
Shh! Now that's Mom calling us home for lunch. Hiya, Mom!
Hello, Mrs. Polar Bear. It's me, Stinky. Hey, Jake, it's not like you to be late for lunch. You never miss a meal.
Oh, look, there I am as a cub.
Oh, is that little Jakeykin?
I was a rather cute cub, wasn't I?
Yeah, what happened? Just kidding.
Oh, and that, of course, is me with my brother Lorenzo playing around Mom.
Ooh, gee, with all that white, you guys almost disappear in the snow.
That's right, Stinky. We polar bears blend in with the snow. It makes us seem to disappear.
Yeah, but wouldn't somebody see your nose? It sort of stands out against all that white fur.
Aha! Well, that's why we polar bears are called the smartest bears.
Because you've got a nose?
No, because when a polar bear is hunting for food, we put our paw in front of our nose. It's almost impossible to see us.
Well, show me.
See like this.
Whoa, wow! I can see you.
I mean when we're in the snow. Anyway, it's time to see some pictures of polar bears in action.
Action?
Now, see, there's a polar bear out for a run. You know, we can run more than 40 miles in a single day.
You look sort of fat and clumsy.
Well, it's not easy running on ice and snow, especially when you weigh more than 1,000 pounds.
Whoa, that's big. Well, maybe he should cut back on lunch.
Well, sometimes polar bears will have to go for months without food. We need the extra weight to stay alive and healthy.
This bear must have heard your mom call you for lunch and doesn't want to miss a free meal.
Stinky.
I've never seen you run that fast.
Well, I've never been that hungry. And now let's watch a polar bear doing one of my favorite things.
Sleeping?
No, swimming. Oh, see, there he is, taking a nice dip in a nice, cool pond of water.
Cool? I bet that water is freezing. How can you polar bears stand that cold?
Well, we have a very thick coat of fur, and as you know, each hair in our fur is hollow. See, that helps keep us extra warm.
And extra green.
And now that bear is...
lost?
No, he's not lost.
He sure looks lost to me.
He is not lost.
I can't really blame him for getting lost.
He's not lost.
I mean, all that ice looks alike. How do you polar bears tell one ice cube from the next?
This bear is out looking for food.
And he got lost.
Oh, Stinky.
Yoo-hoo! Anybody out there? Lost bear here.
Ah, and here we are, bear in the water. Polar bears can swim for up to 100 miles without stopping.
Why would he stop? To buy more ice?
Well, we polar bears like ice.
Well, I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now watch this.
What?
Here it comes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Cool underwater dive.
Yeah, so, what do you think of polar bears now, Stinky?
Well, I think polar bears are the best, next to skunks. And of all the polar bears in the world, you're the polar beariest.
Oh, well, thank you, Stinky.
Would you like to sing a song?
You want me to sing?
Well, unless you'd rather let me sing.
I'll sing. I'll sing.
And now here is my good friend Jake the polar bear singing Jake's song.
Being a bear to be. Whether you're in the woods or by the sea. Up until now, I guess I seemed a little scary, but to put it fairly, you might think you know me, but only barely. Let me introduce myself to all of you out there. From all the bears, the huge and the proud, we never get discouraged when we see a sign that says no bear. Feet allowed. Oh, being a bear to be. And there are many different bears like me, being a bear.
That was great, Jake! And now it's time for today's Animal Award.
And now it's time for Animal Awards.
I just said that.
Oh, good. I'm up for this one.
Oh, my, aren't we having a big day?
Yeah.
And now, here are the Animal Awards.
I'm so excited.
And now it's time for...
The Animal Awards. Today, which of these animals is the best ice skater?
Is it the duck?
The penguin?
Or the polar bear?
Coming in third place is the penguin.
Ooh, and in second place, the duck.
And that means the Animal Award for Best Ice Skater goes to the polar bear! Congratulations, Jake!
Yeah, way to go, big fella.
We won! We won! The polar bears won! We won!
Yes, I'm overjoyed for you, Jake, but now it's time for you to read a story.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
Just read the story.
Sorry. Once upon a time, there was a raccoon called Roger. Now, one day, Roger went fishing with his good friend Rachel. What is it I'm looking for again? Said Roger. Fish, said Rachel. That makes sense, said Roger. I guess that's why it's called fishing. So he started to search the river for a fish. I wonder what a fish looks like, he mumbled to himself as he looked. Is that a fish? No, it's a rock. But what about that? Suddenly, Roger found something. I've got a fish, he cried. That's not a fish, that's a crab, said Rachel. Oh, yeah, said Roger. Well, whatever it is, it's good. How come nobody ever told me about crabs? But Rachel didn't answer. She was too busy fishing. So Roger made a decision. From that day on, Roger decided he would give up fishing for crabbing. And that's how he became the best crabber on the river. The end.
Boy, that was a good story, Jake, but it would have been better if it had been about a polar bear.
Oh, thank you, Stinky. Oh, that's so nice.
He's so easy to please.
Oh, so Armstrong do this, and Armstrong do that, and Armstrong go get the raccoon. Well, no more Mr. Nicehawk. I'm staying right here, no more trips.
It's habitat time!
Not today, Ollie. I've done my good deed for the day. I went out and got that Rhonda the raccoon, as you may recall.
But Armstrong, please!
No, and as in no.
But Armstrong, wait till you hear where we're going today.
Where?
I'm not telling you, but it's a very special place that I know you love.
Oh, are there tropical birds there?
Maybe.
Oh.
You'll just have to come along with me and find out.
Oh, all right.
Well, Armstrong, here we are.
What a dump.
Yes, it's a garbage dump. Isn't it exciting?
No, it is foul, rank, odoriferous, and frankly, it doesn't smell too good.
But Armstrong, where's your sense of adventure?
It's holding its nose. Come on, Ollie, this isn't a habitat.
Sure it is. Many animals have made garbage dumps their home.
Why would they do a foolish thing like that?
Because of all the food that's here. People throw away millions of pounds of food every year, and animals like the roach, the rat, the mouse, and the raccoon all live here.
What are nice gulls like these doing in a place like this?
What else? Looking for the food. And if you look closely, you can see the black-headed gull.
Yeah, they got black heads, right?
That's right, and they're also herring gulls.
They eat herring?
Or whatever else they can find. And there's the common gull.
Which are common.
Exactly.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't these so-called gulls supposed to be seagulls, as in living near the sea?
Well, that's where these gulls came from, but some gulls never ever see the sea. They find all the food they need right here at the garbage dump.
Well, if they can find food, I guess it's not so bad.
Yes, but it can also be dangerous. These animals may accidentally eat a piece of plastic that chokes them, or a piece of tainted food that makes them sick.
Isn't there anything to eat around here but trash?
Oh, sure. The gulls can also feed on the mice and roaches they catch. But hunting is a lot more work than just finding leftover human food.
Yeah, all this trash sure is a waste. Oh, forgive the pun.
That's right, Armstrong. That's why people have to be more careful about throwing things away. They can't waste our resources.
They should recycle and reuse and reduce the amount of trash that gets thrown away.
Yeah, I think we should get back home, Molly.
Is all this trash too much for you?
Not only that, there's too many tractors, and besides, I could really use a bath. Yeah.
Phew! For habitat time, this is Ollie the Tapir.
And I'm Shine the Chicken Hawk.
Just back from the garbage dump.
Yeah, and stinking to high heaven.
Yeah, you're telling me. Woo!
Here's Tizzy. Do you know what time it is?
Time for a quiz?
It sure is.
What's the quiz, Tiz?
Here it is. This is the quiz. What do people and raccoons both do to food before they eat? Can you guess? Give it a think. I'll be back in a buzz.
Both people and animals?
Yeah, maybe it's,
before they eat.
Did you guess the answer?
Well, could you give us a clue?
No, but I can give you the question again.
Oh, that'd be good.
What do people and raccoons both do to food before they eat? The answer is... they both wash their food. Believe it, 'cause it's true.
Thank you, Tizzy, for another great quiz.
And thank you, Ollie and Armstrong.
Hi.
And merci to you, Eve.
Au revoir. Yes, as I was saying, yes, I am washing my underwear, Maman.
And a special thanks to our surprise guest, Rhonda the Raccoon.
Bye.
Well, I guess that's it.
Oh, not so fast. A big special thanks to my pal Jake for being our coolest guest ever.
Well, thank you, Stinky.
Oh.
And to all you little animals out there, until next time.
Keep on flapping, swimming, hopping,
and seeing the world through the eyes of animals.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So long.
See ya.
Here on the Animal Show. Here on the Animal Show. Here on the Animal Show.
Ronnie TCC.
Come and join us on a great adventure. We've got room enough for everyone. You'll see lots of wild and crazy things, and of course have lots of fun. We're the Babaloos, we're the Babaloos. When the lights go out, that's when we're on the loose. We're the Babaloos, when the day is done, and you're sleeping, we'll be having fun. The Babaloos!
You see that? It's Kevin's new Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl? Whatever do you mean?
Wait, I'll show you.
What are you up to?
Watch out, Clock! Watch out!
Oh, Clock, no! Oh.
Hey, Clock! Are you all right?
Doesn't look like it. Help me get him on his feet.
Look at that! That stupid ball hurt alarm clock!
Oh, no. His springs won't stay inside.
I think I know. We need sticky tape.
Well, you see, I've never had to repair a clock. I can stick back things together again, but not repair them.
Oh, try to help us.
Otherwise, we'll get into real trouble.
All right, I don't mind trying, but I don't guarantee results.
Oh, you're great! Hooray for sticky tape! Whoa!
Sticky tape, quick, get off or he'll wake everybody up. Thank you, Tape. But there's only one thing left to do. We'll ask Little Pencil to help us.
Easy, be careful. He's fragile. That's good, Small Brush. Now come along, let's go to the garage. Hey, quick, Tools, wake up! Clock is hurt and he needs you.
He's hurt? Where is he?
Here, look at him.
You're right. He doesn't look good.
Hurry up, he needs repairs.
I can't do much in his case. You'd better ask Screwdriver.
Where is he?
Kevin's dad put him away in the kitchen by mistake.
I'll go fetch him.
What are you doing here, you dirty boy? Put your hand somewhere else.
Don't be like that, Fork.
Look at you. You're filthy.
Screwdriver, I need your help.
Screwdriver at your service. What can I do for you, Pencil?
Alarm clock needs repairs. Come with me.
Putting tools away with cutlery. What's the world coming to?
Clock medics on their way! It looks serious.
This case requires major surgery. Pliers?
Oh.
Easy does it. Screwdriver. Hammer. I hope it'll work. Go on. Try to start him.
What the? Where am I?
Yay! Alarm clock's all right! You did a great job, Dr. Pencil.
We're sorry, Alarm Clock. We didn't do it on purpose. We were playing with the Super Ball.
It's all right. Don't worry, kids. I'm in top form. But tell me, what time is it?
Oh, but you're the one who tells the time.
But this time I can't. I'm all wrong.
That's right. Oh, I hope it's not 7 o'clock yet. Come on.
Thank you, friends.
Look at that. It's nearly 7 already.
Oh. Watch out. I'm gonna ring.
Go back to your places.
Come and join us on a great adventure. We've got room enough for everyone. You'll see lots of wild and crazy things, and of course have lots of fun. We're the Babaloos, we're the Babaloos. When the lights go out, that's when we're on the loose. We're the Babaloos, when the day is done, and you're sleeping, we'll be having fun. The Babaloos!
Hi, TCC.
Get ready.
Yeah, Oscar.
To go
Europe can kiss my ass.
across the line.
Such a buzz.
A backpacker's guide.
That's a load of codswallop.
Hosteling.
Rotten toilet.
Haggling.
No, I can't afford that.
Having fun.
We're so shite tonight.
On a budget.
6,000 on alcohol.
With Patricia.
I'm in my element.
And Gavin.
Soccer.
From Dublin to Darwin and across the line on travel.
Absolutely divine.
With Birmingham Cable Phone, the calls you enjoy most can be twice as long at no extra cost. We believe the weekend should be fun, so when you call another Birmingham Cable Phone customer, we'll give you twice the time at our low local rate. That's right, we've halved the price of all residential weekend calls between our customers. So spread the word, because throughout Birmingham and Solihull, the more people you know on our advanced network, the more you can save. Birmingham Cable Phone, twice the time on the calls you enjoy most.
Ooh, I love mince pies.
Well, it was either that or a mountain bike.
Best Buy's irresistible offers from Safeway.
Tiny TCC.
Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination, and when he's tall, he's what we call a dinosaur sensation. Barney's friends are big and small, they come from lots of places. After school, they meet to play and sing with happy
What you doing, guys?
We're waiting to help Sean practice.
Practice for what? He's going to play Tom the Piper's Son in the school play this Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Tom the Piper's Son. The boy who only knew one song.
Tom, he was the piper's son. He learned to play when he was young. The only tune that he could play was over the hills and far away. Tom with his pipe made such a noise that he pleased both girls and boys. And they stopped to hear him play over the hills and far away.
It goes like this, Sean. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
La dum ta ta dum ta da ta.
Listen, isn't that the song Sean's trying to play?
Yeah, but who's playing it? That sounds like a piano.
Barney?
Hi, everybody.
We're glad you're here. We thought you were playing the piano.
Well, not me.
Then who?
It sounds like it's coming from the school. Let's go look. Boy. Let's see who's playing. Oh, boy. Oh, yay! Oh, hi there, Mr. Boyd. It's nice to see you again.
Hi, Barney. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Boyd.
I heard Sean playing over the hills and far away, and I thought I'd join in.
I didn't know you could play the piano, Mr. Boyd.
Oh, yes, Jason. I've been playing since I was your age.
Wow, that's a long time.
Well, it's not that long.
Mr. Boyd, do you know a song called Chopsticks?
Well, yes, I do. Would you like to start?
Sure.
Hi there, baby boy.
Hi, Barney. Hi, friends. Ooh, I heard pretty music playing.
Mr. Boyd and Tasha were playing the piano.
I'm glad you like the music, Baby Bop. I love to play the piano. In fact, I hurried to clean the school today so I could play more pretty music in a concert tonight.
A concert?
Yes, I've been asked to perform on a stage. Other people will perform there too.
Could we hear the song you're going to play tonight?
Okay, I think I have enough time.
Ooh, pretty music. Watch me dance. What are you looking at? Uh-oh. Did I do that?
Oh, that's all right, Baby Bop. You didn't mean to make a mess. I'll just clean it up again.
But you'll miss your concert tonight.
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd.
Thank you, Baby Bop. Maybe I'll have time to clean up the classroom. But if I miss the concert, I'm not the only performer, so there'll still be music if I'm not there. Well, I guess I'd better go get all my cleaning supplies to tackle this job.
Oh, Barney.
Gee, I don't want Mr. Boyd to miss his concert. Maybe if we all helped, we could clean up this mess in time for him to go.
Oh, that's a super duper idea, Sean.
Sure, we're all good cleaners. I help Nana clean our apartment all the time. I help at home by drying dishes. I empty the trash cans into a big bag and carry it out to the garbage can. I make my bed every morning.
Oh, let's see if you can guess my favorite way to clean up. Whoops. Oh, missed a spot.
I know. Barney's dusting with his tail.
Right, Jason.
Oh, Barney.
Oh, I think we're all good helpers.
Then let's get started.
Okay.
Clean up, everybody everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share. Clean up, everybody everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share. Clean up, everybody everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share.
This goes here, and this goes here, and this goes there. Oh, I hear Mr. Boyd coming. I hear Mr. Boyd coming. Tasha, Mr. Boyd is coming.
That's not Mr. Boyd, Baby Bop. That's just Steven. Hi, Steven. Hi, Tasha.
Oh, never mind.
Is this hat small, or has my head grown really big? I can't see anything. Where did you go, Baby Bop?
I'm right here, Tasha. Circle. Square. Triangle. There. All done.
Good, Baby Bop. You picked up all the blocks and put them away so neatly.
Oh, thank you, Barney.
Now let's go over and help pick up books, okay?
Okay.
Oh, looks like you're just about finished.
Look at this book, Barney. It's all about tigers.
Oh, pass the paints, please.
Pass the paints, please. Pass the paints, please. Here's the paint. Thank you. Here's the paint. Thank you. Here's the paint.
Thank you. Oh, you're all so polite. That's so nice. There are lots of things we can do to be nice. Sometimes they're hard to remember. But there are two little things you should never forget. From January through December.
He's talking about please and thank you. They're called the magic words. If you want nice things to happen, they're the words that should be heard. Remember please and thank you, 'cause they're the magic words.
Use them in the morning, at noon, and night, 'cause it's a great way to be polite.
Please and thank you, they're the magic words.
Oh, it's so true.
We're talking about please and thank you. They're called the magic words. If you want nice things to happen, they're the words that should be heard. Remember please and thank you, 'cause they're the magic words. Use them in the morning, at noon, at night, 'cause it's a great way to be polite. Please and thank you, they're the magic words.
Okay, big finish now.
We're talking about please and thank you. They're called the magic words. If you want nice things to happen, they're the
in the morning, at noon, and night, 'cause it's a great way to be polite.
Please and thank you, they're the magic words.
Oh, that was a big finish.
Sweep up the trash. Sweep up the trash.
I'll hold the dustpan for you, Baby Bop.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
Oh, and there.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, he's coming. I hear Mr. Boyd coming. Ooh.
Oh no! We're not finished cleaning yet. That's not Mr. Boyd we hear. It's Steven again.
Huh? Oh. Oops, never mind. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now we've sung our ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Ooh. Ow. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now we've sung our ABCs. School is where we love to be.
Oh, that's it? Oh, good job.
Yay! What is TCC?
Introducing the latest 3 for 2s at Boots.
For a year full of fun starting this Christmas, you can't do better than their favorite annuals. They're all terrific value and always sure to please. They're at good newsagents and bookshops now.
A Disney video is one gift that'll be enjoyed long after Christmas. With so much magic, no wonder a child will choose to watch a Disney video time and time again.
This little rocket. Rockets explode!
Lucky!
Disney videos.
We'll take them home.
One Christmas present they'll want to open again and again.
Give your clothes that clean, fresh, line-dried feeling. Put bounce in your tumble dryer. Like drying outside, inside.
Oh, Sarah, what are you going to do with all of this rubbish?
Oh, well, it may look like rubbish to you, Dog, but you'd be amazed at all the brilliant things we can make with this lot.
What? Can you show us, Sarah?
Yeah, make something for us.
Let's see what we can do with a bit of card and a pair of scissors.
Wow, that's amazing.
You haven't seen anything yet.
I don't know.
Tiny and Crew, later this afternoon at 1:30 during Tiny TCC.
Tiny TCC. I'll pick this up. Oh. Oh. Going up. Going down. Up. Down. Tasha's playing elevator. Up. Down. Up. Ooh. Ow. That tickles.
Hey, cover!
Oh. That was only a baby sneeze.
Gee, these costumes sure are a mess. They could use some washing and ironing.
Hey, good idea.
This is the way we wash our clothes, wash our clothes, wash our clothes. This is the way we wash our clothes so early in the morning.
Okay now, let's get all the water out of them.
This is the way we dry our clothes, dry our clothes, dry our clothes. This is the way we dry our clothes so early in the morning.
Terrific! Now let's iron.
This is the way we iron our clothes, iron our clothes, iron our clothes. This is the way we iron our clothes so early in the morning.
It's time to fold.
This is the way we fold our clothes, fold our clothes, fold our clothes. This is the way we fold our clothes so early in the morning.
Terrific job, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We've cleaned lots of things already, but there's still more to do. Mr. Boyd will be back soon. We'll have to hurry if we want to surprise him with the clean classroom.
Oh, let's set the cleanup clock and see if we can finish everything before it stops. We're gonna clean our room. There is no time to talk. We're gonna start to race against the cleanup clock. On your marks, get set, go! It's lots of fun to clean with the clock going 1 tick a 2 tick a 3 tick tock. Cleaning up our room and racing with the clock going 1 tick a 2 tick a 3 tick tock.
Tick a tock, tick a tock. It's fun racing with the cleanup clock going tick a tock, tick a tock. It's fun with the cleanup clock.
Is Mr. Boyd coming yet? Not yet. Let's keep cleaning.
It's lots of fun to clean with a clock going 1 tick a 2 tick a 3 tick tock. Cleaning up our room and racing with a clock going 1 tick a 2 tick a 3 tick tock.
Tick a tock, tick a tock. It's fun racing with the cleanup clock going tick a tock, tick a tock. It's fun with the cleanup clock.
It's almost done. Yay! Great, everybody! You finished right on time.
He's coming! He's coming!
Are you sure, Baby Bop? You might be hearing Stephen playing outside again.
Stephen? Well, oh, no, it's not Stephen that Baby Bop is hearing. So maybe it's...
It's Mr. Boyd!
Yikes!
Here he comes! Here he comes!
Oh, here he comes.
The classroom. It's all cleaned up. But so soon. How?
We did it. It was easy, because we all helped each other, just like we do at home.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Now I'll be able to play the piano at the concert tonight after all.
Oh, terrific!
Say, I know. Why don't all of you stay right here? Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I wonder where he's going. He must have a surprise for us.
Oh, you know how I love surprises.
Is Mr. Boyd coming back?
Oh my.
Well, what do you think?
Ooh.
How do I look?
Oh, you look super duper.
Well, Mr. Boyd, you're the most handsome piano player in the whole world.
Why, thank you, Tasha. I do look pretty snazzy, don't I?
You do.
And because all of you all helped clean up the classroom, I'll have plenty of time to get to the concert auditorium for my performance tonight.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, now everybody will hear you play.
Well, that is right, Baby Bob. And I would like to thank you all by playing any song that you'd like to hear.
Mr. Boyd, I know a song that everyone would like to hear you play. It's
That's a perfect song for me to play, Barney. Gather round, everybody.
Oh, goody. Come on.
Oh, get my blankie.
Well, I'd better be off to my concert.
Oh, thank you so much for playing, Mr. Boyd. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we sure. Oh, yeah. And I want to dance some more. But not in the classroom. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Come back soon.
I'd better be going too.
Me too.
And I'd better get going if I'm going to get to the concert in time. Thanks again, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Boyd.
Bye-bye.
So long, everyone. Take care
Bye,
now.
Barney.
Love you.
Thanks again.
Bye-bye, Mr. Boyd.
Bye.
So long, everybody. See you soon.
Chopsticks wasn't bad. I'll maybe think that at the concert. What do you think?
Well, good luck with the honey.
Thanks.
Hey, everybody. It's time for Barney Says.
Hello again to all my friends. I'm glad you came to play. Our fun and learning never ends. Here's what we did today. There are so many different ways to enjoy music. You can sing along or play a musical instrument. Tasha played the piano with Mr. Boyd. Baby Bop loves to dance to music. Oops, she accidentally made a mess. Sometimes a room can look so messy, you don't know how you'll ever clean it up. But when friends help friends, a big job can be fun. You can help at home by sweeping, or picking up your toys, or emptying waste baskets into the trash can. You can practice learning shapes while picking up blocks. What shape is Baby Bob holding? That's right, it's a triangle. Tasha and Sean put every letter in the right place in the alphabet puzzle. They sure know their ABCs. Wasn't Mr. Boyd surprised when he saw how quickly we cleaned up the classroom? He had enough time to play in his concert. But before he left, he played a special song just for us. That was a nice way to say thank you to all of his friends. And remember, I love you.
Enter a strange new dimension and discover the twisted tales of Felix the cat. They're shocking, alarming, and astounding. Experience the twisted tales of Felix the cat every weekend at 2:30 on TCC.